Wolfpacks. 5 out of the 6 defend Oregon's defensive line. They're monsters when it comes to football.
He's going to go down again. Chris Solomona this time.
And soft-spoken when it comes to family, friends, and...
Throw, going to go back to throw. He's got a lot of protection. Now it breaks down, and Chris Solomona gets in there for another sack. This one back to the 26-yard line.
You've got a lot of new faces, Joe, stepping up. Devin Long, Chris, Jerry Matson, Anthony Trucks. That's what the Ducks talked about. This is a new season, a new start with some new players. They're going to help us win the Pac-10 title.
And one thing about it, Anthony, when you look at plays like that, certainly the Devin Long play very quick.
He's in his face all day long. And what I also like about the Ducks defense, Joe, is that they're playing smart. They're not giving up any big plays and no penalties.
We keep thinking we're going to see Andy Heiser, but not yet as Rowe continues at quarterback. And this time he hands it to Kretschmer. He has no running room whatsoever, taken down right away by Igor Olshansky and Chris Solomona.
I'll tell you, Chris is another new face that's really playing well. And if you see, he's down there, he's hyped up, got that long hair hanging out of the helmet. That's one guy I wouldn't want to meet in the dark alley, Joe. I'll tell you that right now. That's a big man right there.
When he came in as a JC transfer a year ago and then redshirted that year, I think all of us thought, boy, that guy's going to be a great player. He was a little smaller. He's put on some weight.
Yeah, he's put on a lot of weight, yeah.
And he's gotten bigger and got himself in that defensive line. And Haloti, Chris Solomona, Junior Siavi, Matt Toaina, those guys are a family. Those guys are very, very close. Of course, when Haloti's father passed away, it affected all of them, affected the whole team. But those guys really feel like brothers, true brothers. And
illegal shift on the offense. That penalty is declined. Second down.
And then to see Haloti go down with an injury a week ago, that affected him again. And I think those guys, Junior, Chris Solomona, those guys feel like they need to step up for their fallen comrade.
Well, and that's what you need. You need a rapport with your teammates. You need that family tie to bring yourself together. And you play better together when you're a close family.
Igor Olshansky now in on the nose. Yeah. Little quick out, or maybe mix it up with a drop play. You have 2 timeouts left.
Well, whatever play they pick, if it's going to be a short pass or a long pass, I think you got to go to number 1, the guy right there on the screen, Sammy Parker, because he's dangerous.
Situation for the Wolfpack here on 3rd and 10 from their 2. Heiser back to throw. Tipped. It is intercepted. Keith Lewis, touchdown, Oregon. Keith Lewis almost gave the ball right back, thinking he was in the end zone.
He sure did, Joe.
But he gets across the line, and a big touchdown for the Ducks.
But I think this ball was tipped by Chris Solomona at the line of scrimmage. Keith does a great job of spotting the ball. You celebrate almost too soon, Keith. Get in the end zone first. Don't celebrate, just walk back to the sideline.
Just another day at the office for Keith Lewis. Time for a coffee break. That's how he handled that. That's like me at the office. Just walking around. But he gets it into the end zone. And Jared Siegel's extra point is good. And that is a backbreaker for the Wolfpack.
Well, when your offense is struggling a little bit, maybe they didn't score a few plays, the defense scores, helps them out.
Defense with their first touchdown of the year. Oregon out to a 31-14 lead. Back after this.
Play the ball alive, the play alive, getting the ball into the receiver, getting the first down.
He gained a 13, and he paid for it.
And once those hands of Chris get a hold of you, Joe, it's all over.
So now with 5:47 to go here in the third quarter, look for the Wolfpack to start to really try to air it out. Kretschmer has not had a big game. Don't imagine we'll see much of him as the rest of the game goes along. And of course, right as I say it, he carries the ball for a yard. But at this point, down like the Wolfpack are, they got to start throwing the ball almost every down.
Well, you're right, but they got to keep them honest, Joe. They got to keep the defense honest by running the ball. Every now and then, they try to slip it to Chance. Chance may pop one here or there. I don't think you're going to pop one against this defense because the defensive line for Oregon is very fast and very strong. Right now, the success that the Wolfpack is having is throwing the football downfield.
If you're
right
a Nevada
now,
fan,
we haven't seen 3 receivers. We've seen 2 tight ends and a running back this whole second half.
Heiser is 14 of 27, 213 yards and 2 touchdowns. He didn't even play the first quarter. Having a big day.
Yeah, they're trying to get into it now. The defense made a nice stand the last series. They got to do it again this series.
A little bit of room to work with now. Going to run the draw play. Kretschmer has a hole in a shoestring tackle by Chris Solomona. It'll be 3rd and about 4 yards for the Wolfpack with 3:35 to go.
Joe, Chris Solomona is really stepping up today and playing some good football. This young man is being all over the football field. He's controlling that line of scrimmage, and that's what you need from this guy, control the line of scrimmage. With Haloti not gone, somebody has to step up.
Crowd making the noise.